If you're seeing this video, then it likely means that you're either the founder, owner, or head of marketing in a personal injury law firm. Now, if this is not the case for you, send me an email to reschedule a time to where you can have yourself and either one of these people present for the call. The reason that we insist for this to happen is we need an inside look of what you're currently doing to generate new business and what could be improved or the problems associated with that system. Once that's clear, we'll talk about your goals for the next 6 to 12 months. And if we can help you bridge the gap between the results that you're currently generating and where you want to be in the next 6 months, then we'll talk about what that would look like and how it would specifically work for your firm. That being said, in this video, I'll be showing you how to sign 7 to 12 high-value auto accident cases each month using our Done For You intake system. But first, let's talk about what this program is not all about. We are not a bunch of lead vendors who send lead to multiple attorneys all at once. Everything we do is customized to each of our clients, and every lead that we send is exclusive to your firm. Second, we are not a Facebook ads agency. We are not an SEO agency. We are not a local service advertisement agency. What we do is we specialize in generating high quality live transfer auto accident calls directly from YouTube. Thirdly, we don't send you crappy leads that have the wrong contact information or have huge gaps in treatment. Lastly, we don't lock you in long month contracts. If you don't see a return on your investment within the first month, then you're open to cancel the contract and cancel your subscription to our services. So what exactly should you expect from us? First, we only send you leads that are not at fault, have no gaps in treatment, and have no prior representation. Ability to scale within KPI. If you have a huge budget, we currently have the only system in the market that can handle scale while still maintaining the cost within KPIs. Call center. Not only can we generate the leads on your behalf, but we can also live transfer the leads of the most qualified prospects that are ready to sign up for your legal services. Fast turnaround time. While other agencies take 2 to 3 weeks for you to see results, it takes us about 2 to 5 days from when we first speak to the moment you get your first lead. Just to show you what's possible, here's our client that we've been working with for the past 2 to 3 years. And if you know anything about working with marketing agencies, nobody is able to retain clients as long as we are. So Michael has been our client for the past 2 to 3 years, and that would only mean that during this time we've been getting good results for him. Otherwise, he still wouldn't be a client. The second screenshot is a spreadsheet screenshot of just a sample of the leads that we sent him that were generated via YouTube ads. The last is an email screenshot that we asked Michael to send to one of our prospective clients about his experience working with our agency. Now, this is a screenshot of a law firm that were helping them generate leads in 5 different states. If you know Monji and Associates, you know that they have 2,000 plus reviews on Google. They have a bunch of attorneys in their team, and they handle almost 800 cases a year. So for this particular month of April, we generated around 9 leads and 4 leads for their offices in Georgia and Virginia. And if we look at those numbers, that's almost a 40 to 50% conversion. Meaning for every 10 leads that we send them, they were able to sign up about 4 of those leads. Now, for Texas attorneys, you know how competitive Texas is. Texas is probably one of the most competitive states in the country. And for this particular firm, in only 9 days of us working together, they were able to sign 2 cases and continue to sign a number of cases during that period. Now, this is a screenshot of a firm that came to us after working with a Facebook ads agency where they weren't able to get the results that they were looking for. And within the first 2 months of us working together, they had already signed 5 cases. So as you can see, we get good results from pretty much every client that we're working with. Now, something I didn't mention is this system works regardless of where you are. It doesn't matter whether you're in Ohio, California, whether you're looking to sign up auto accident cases or negligent DUI cases. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. We probably can help you find these types of leads. So a background on me and Attorney Case Leads. Now, 2016 to 2019, I worked for a huge law firm in the South. They had a budget of about 75 to 100,000 a month. And my responsibilities here were to generate the most qualified leads for the firm, ensure that the cost per case is around 1.5 or below, and then coordinate with the intake team to ensure that the leads are converted into signed cases. Now, since 2019, I've been running my marketing agency, and during this time, we've been generating high quality life transfer auto accident calls for personal injury lawyers in the US and Canada. Now, what this does, it provides me with a unique experience to provide guidance for small and medium-sized law firms when it comes to generating leads and converting them into signed cases. So let's look at how the system actually works. Now, the first part and the most important part is picking the right platform. Now, basically, there are 2 main platforms that work for personal injury lawyers. The first is Google, and under Google we have search, we have local service ads, we have SEO, and we have YouTube. The second platform is Facebook. Now, once we pick the platform, we need to craft a message to drive traffic from the platform to our survey for lead qualification. So based on the answers that they provide in the survey, we are able to pre-qualify the leads, and then we send them to your intake or the call center. And this is where you can do the initial consultation and sign them up to your retainer. So let's look at YouTube versus other advertising platforms. If for PPC versus YouTube, so PPC are the first 3 ads that appear when you look up anything on Google. So, and they have the designation of ad in the first spot. So if we look at the numbers here, the cost per click for specifically personal injury or personal injury related keywords, then the cost per click is around 120. Now you need about 4 of those clicks to generate a lead, which gives you a cost per lead of around 600. And then you need to speak with at least 4 of those leads to convert a case, which gives you a cost per case of around 2,400. Now, if we're to switch to YouTube, then the cost per lead is 150. Assuming a 50% conversion to qualified lead, then the cost per qualified lead would be 300. And then the cost per qualified case would be 1,200. The other issue of PPC versus YouTube is there are only a certain number of people who are actively looking up personal injury or personal injury related keywords on Google. So it's not as scalable as what we have on YouTube. So SEO versus YouTube. The biggest thing about SEO is the turnaround time. It takes around 7 to 12 months for you to see even a single result. While working with us using our YouTube ad system, it takes us around 24 to 48 hours to see results. And then second is the competition. Unless you're on the first page of Google, you'll barely generate any results. And good luck competing with law firms that have been working on their SEO for the past 10 years. Local service ads versus YouTube ads. Now, local service ads are probably one of the most competitive ways to get leads for your firm, especially if you don't have a lot of reviews. So if you look at this, like Denver Personal Injury Lawyer, like on average, The law firms that will appear here will have 100 plus, 200 plus reviews, and in some instances, in some states, 1,000 to 2,000 plus reviews. So if you don't have enough reviews, uh, you'll automatically not get any leads for your firm. Second, it's pretty expensive. The costs are almost similar to PPC. So if you want to go ahead and have a cost per case of around 2,500 to 3,000, then go ahead and use local service ads. Thirdly, you need your business to be verified by Google. Lastly, it's not scalable. There are only a certain amount of people who are looking up personal injury or personal injury related keywords on Google. Now, this is where we differentiate ourselves from most agencies. And if you get anything out of this video, then this would be the part to pay the most attention. So the first thing about Facebook ads is you get a lot of crappy leads, and a lot of the times the contact information is either outdated or spam, so it doesn't work at all. And you don't be spending money on leads that have filled out the wrong information. Second, it's highly competitive, especially with lookalike audiences. So let's assume here you are and you are involved in an accident and you see an ad on Facebook. So for example, this particular ad. Then you fill out your contact information, and then this triggers the Facebook algorithm. And it sees that you're interested in this particular product or services. It's gonna send you 6 other law firms for you to fill out your information for. And what this happens, or what this leads to, is you get the shared leads problem. So not only might you have wrong contact information, but whenever you get a lead, they probably filled out their information for 6 other or 7 other law firms. Now, the biggest issue with Facebook is their targeting system. And the way that it works is your ads are just blasted to people in a particular geographic location or radius. The difference with YouTube is you can target people who are actively searching for insurance or health products or any legal services. And what this does, it increases the chances of your ad being seen by people who are actually involved in an accident. And ultimately, this leads to higher quality leads and leads that actually convert into signed cases. So why YouTube ad? Why did we actually choose YouTube ads for our system? First, YouTube has the least competition as compared to every other platform. YouTube is also cheaper than Facebook and Google for PI lawyers. The leads that we generate, as I said before, they're exclusive and won't be shared with any other law firm. And then lastly, since Google owns YouTube, we can use their data to target people who are likely to be involved in an accident. And the way that we do that is under audience segments on Google Ads. Suggest who should see your ads. You can see that we have options like nationwide insurance, insurance services, auto collision repair. And if you select any of these audiences here on your right hand side, you're guaranteed to be reaching people who are likely involved to be in a car accident. So lead qualification. In order to ensure that you're speaking to the most qualified people, we use a survey that automatically disqualified leads based on the answers that they provide. Now, the survey should be configured to disqualify the leads that are not at fault, have huge gaps in treatment, or any other pre-qualification that is specific to your firm. Lastly, our call center will call the leads and follow up with the leads for at least 7 days, and this includes calls, text, emails, and voicemail reminders. And then once we get them on the phone, we live transfer these leads to your intake for you for an initial consultation and for you to sign them up to your retainer. So if we look at the system here, first we need to pick the right platform, which is YouTube, and then we need to craft the right message, and then we need a survey to pre-qualify the leads. Once the leads are pre-qualified, we need to send them to the intake or the call center for an initial consultation, and this is where you can also sign them up for your retainer. So the ad should be something similar or close to this.
Do you have an injury from a car accident or any other accident that was someone else's fault? If this is the case, you should avoid any offers from the insurance company. Insurance companies will do anything to get out of paying you the money that you deserve. That's why you need a personal injury lawyer.
So once they see that ad in the first 30 seconds, they'll be redirected to a survey where we get details about how the accident happened. If it was more than 2 years ago, we disqualify the lead. And then whether or not they've received treatment, if they have an attorney, and then a brief description, and then their first name, last name, email, and phone number. And then once we get that information and the survey deems them to be qualified, then you'll get a spreadsheet similar to this with the qualified leads and the unqualified leads. So the unqualified leads are the leads that either have representation or they're at fault or have received a settlement. And then for the qualified leads, you get their phone number, their email, and a brief description of what happened. And then you can call them and get them on the phone for a consultation. So that's it about how the system works. So before the call, here is what the next actions that you should take. Make sure to confirm your Zoom appointment to your calendar. Next, make sure to show up for the appointment on time. Third, make sure to watch this video and become familiar with the process. And then lastly, make sure you bring a clean sheet of paper and somewhere to take notes. As I said, if you want high value 18-wheeler accidents, wrongful death accidents, and in some cases mastered cases, then make sure to show up for the call. So see you then.